Learn to live the off-grid lifestyle and to be inspired to live your dreams, click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Click the bell notification. It's all free. I made a video the other day where I was talking about people being so angry nowadays. And I had the camera on top of my head like I do right now. I was talking about how people have become so angry in the last couple of years. And you turn on a YouTube channel that you haven't seen in a while, and a funny guy all of a sudden becomes an angry guy, and he's slamming on his steering wheel and he's just cussing up a storm. They talk about Christian values, but then they want to kick somebody's hindside. I mean, I know why we're becoming angry. I mean, it's quite obvious. And it really has to do with media. It's the primary problem. I mean, we can blame politics. In the end, it's media. I think media has made a dramatic change since the invent of cable news. Walter Cronkite reported the news. But since then, it's not reporting, it's National Enquirer stuff. Let's see what horrible thing we can do. I remember I used to read science.com, I think is what it was. The scientists would constantly try to tell you what the major human life-ending event would be. And it just was one thing after another. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And finally, the thing that was going to end all human life on the planet was gamma radiation. A pulsar star or something or another was going to end all life. And I thought, you know what? This isn't science. This is just trying to scare us all to death. And so I stopped reading it. And I really enjoyed stuff like that. I enjoy science. But when they're just trying to scare you, it wasn't worth it anymore to me. I may have read it a couple times, and this was 20 years ago. But then, you know, a lot of people will say, no, it's politics, it's politics. Well, here's the thing. Archie Bunker. Remember Archie Bunker? Some of you may not. He was a TV show in the 70s. His whole show was kind of political. It's kind of neat to come out here in the summertime, and you'll see limbs that have fallen. That's firewood. I'll come up and clean that up in the fall. They were arguing about the same things. Now you can say that it's worse than it was back then, but I don't know. We had a president who had to resign because of improprieties that he did. And then we had a president who botched up everything, gas crisis, and we had hostages stuck over in a foreign country. I think it was 100 and something hostages that he couldn't get out. So, yeah, then we had the, 68, I think, was like the worst time ever, from my understanding. Of course, I was not even born yet, but so no, politics has always been around. If you actually read history, you'll see how bad politics was when they first established this country. I mean, infighting. I mean, heck, some politicians actually had duels. So no, politics has always been a problem. It's just the fashion and way it's being reported, I think, is what is causing the issue now. Well, this morning I got on YouTube. I don't have TV. The first thing I hear about is this withdrawal of troops from that foreign country that I'm not even going to address, and how, the world's coming to an end because of that. That's just a terrible thing. We're all going to suffer, and political posturing, and then of course you got the media just trying to scare us all. And no matter where you turn, you're going to hear about the financial collapse that's going to happen. We're all going to starve to death because there's no food. So I'm watching all this on YouTube, and I thought, what am I doing? This is crazy. I'm literally scaring myself. I came outside and I started watering the chickens and filling the IBC tank and filling the clothes washing tubs that Carolyn uses. And I immediately started feeling better. Well, I sat down for a little bit of coffee break, picked up the phone again, and started watching all the media again. And immediately I was getting scared. And I thought, man, what is this? I got to do something. Well, I had a video idea in mind. I was going to go over there and talk about chickens, and I thought, wait a minute, no. This is what I've been trying to say. People are angry because they're scared. But why are they scared? Because they watch the media. Why are they watching the media? Because they got the TV. TV's just 24/7 scare. Scare. Well, I don't have TV, yet I'm still being scared. So I put the phone back down, and I came out here in the woods, and they decided, you know what? You and I are going to go for a walk in this beautiful setting right here. Now, I will admit, it's August. Baby copperheads are being born right now, so I have a little bit of fear of this, but I'm not anxious. I'm not terrified. I'm not worried my future is going to come to the end. I'm not worried the planet is going to just burst into a ball of flame. I mean, I could scare myself to death thinking about one thing after another. That was the whole point of last year, I believe, is to scare us. And now they're just riding that wave. Boy, that's a great surfboard to be riding too. Just scare everybody and we'll all comply. I've been talking for a long time about prepper channels. Very rarely do I learn anything from prepper channels, because most of the time the only thing they're doing is trying to scare me. And then they'll say, be prepared. Well, okay, you just told me all this scary stuff, but you didn't tell me how to prepare for it. Planet's gonna burst into ball of flames. Be prepared. Am I supposed to buy a space suit? Should I buy a spaceship? What am I supposed to do? But they didn't tell me. But I'm scared. They accomplished that. There's this one YouTube channel, Prepper. Maybe I'm a little jealous, I don't know. I try not to be jealous of other YouTubers. He's growing really fast. He produces this content that scares me. I mean, I've watched him. And when I put down the phone, I'm like, wow, that's gonna be bad. And then I realize I'm fine. I've got everything I need right here. People are gonna come on this channel and they're gonna tell me, well, you don't know about this and you can't handle that and this, that. I think I can handle 90% of what's thrown my way. Yes, even those who told me I'm not going to be able to deal with the zombie apocalypse, I think I can handle the zombie apocalypse. I think I got it covered. And if not, then maybe I wasn't supposed to handle it. Maybe I was just supposed to meet my maker. I mean, what's so bad about that? So this guy that is growing very fast, talking about all the scary stuff, makes a video recently and he says, well, I can see that people are getting overwhelmed. They just don't know what to do. What's the next step? You know, I got to build a bunker. I got to do this. I got to do that. I just can't do it all. And I'm just running out of money. I'm scared. What am I going to do? People are going to his channel to be intentionally scared. It's like going on a roller coaster ride. You know that you're going to be scared to death when you get on it, but you go and do it anyways. And then they ask the roller coaster ride, what can I do so I'm not so scared the next time I ride the roller coaster? Don't ride the roller coaster. That's the answer. Don't ride the roller coaster. Instead, find something that's going to make you happy. We have an enormous amount of anxiety going on right now. People are just overwhelmed. People are miserable. Children are miserable. Can't play with their friends. Everybody's scared. We're all locked in our homes. We're not talking to each other, and when we do, we're yelling and screaming and hooting and hollering and beating on our steering wheels, telling everybody, you better effing do it. So this morning I got a comment on my YouTube channel. Said, I'm with you, Rob. I got rid of my TV years ago. He moved from Arizona to Missouri. He's got a little house, 500 square foot house or something. He's still on the grid, pays $36 a month, but he's happy. Says he runs his well off solar panels, and he's happy. Yep, that's exactly what we need to be doing. Stop being scared, because even I fall into that trap. I fall into the trap where I'm just terrified. But then I realize, what am I terrified about? I'm happy here, and as long as I can keep this thing right here, this piece of property right here, then I should be okay. Now, barring any major changes in our political and societal affairs, I should be able to hang on to this quite well. Right now I pay $25 a year on personal property tax for this property. It may go up. I seriously suspect it will go up because now it's all cleaned up. But let's say it's $100 a year. Well, that's still nothing. Rounded up to $120 a year, that's $10 a month. I should be able to handle that. I can sell eggs for $10 a month. I don't have much to worry about. I don't owe any money. And I tell you, I was thinking about this. When I was younger, I had a house. It was a $25,000 house. We had to get rid of it, and we moved into an apartment. And I was thinking of all the things that I got rid of during that move, and how fortunate I was, because later my wife divorced me, and I would have been stuck with the house, and I would have had to continue paying on it, and I would have had to continue to work so I could pay for it, and I would have had to move into an apartment anyways, and it was just a big fiasco. And it was always a sore spot. It was always trouble. It was always nervousness. It was always a point of conversation, trying to get rid of this house. And then she wanted to move into another house. We ended up moving in an apartment, which was the best thing that could ever happen to me. But she wanted to buy another house. And I was thinking this morning, if she'd have left and I still had that house, and trying to sell it in a market like today, I'd have been in serious trouble. I was already stuck with $50,000 in debt. And I paid that off, so I'm debt free. I have nothing to worry about. Nobody can come after me for anything. Right now, I could walk away from this piece of property. Just walk away. Got tired of it tomorrow morning, woke up, said I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go back to work, or I want to go do something else, or I want to go travel. I want to do something. I could just get in the truck and drive away. I don't owe anything. Nobody would be upset. If the grass wasn't mowed, nobody would care. The house could sit there and rot, no big deal. And what am I out? $4,200 for the piece of property, just over $5,000 for the house. So I'm right around $10,000. One of these days, I could just sell it. I could post it on Facebook, say, hey, $10,000, and it's all yours. The little tiny house, some well water, solar panels. I've set my life up so I'm not stressed. And I set my life up so I don't have to be scared. I've set my life up so I don't have to ask a roller coaster how not to be scared the next time I get on the roller coaster, because I've removed the roller coaster from my life. So I hope I can inspire you to remove the roller coaster from your life so you can live your dreams. Thanks for watching.